Ajax in Austria is the culmination of the Dutch Odyssey as they match up against the mighty AC Milan, who are competing in their third Champions League final in a row. Ajax have lifted the UEFA Cup 2 years ago. The same year, Milan lost to the underdogs Marseille in the first ever Champions League final. Boban skips past Seedorf. Simone carving out to Daniele Massaro. And they've only just finished rewinding the tape for the Champions League anthem. And we have our first goal in just over 1 minute gone. It's Daniele Massaro, who has strolled past the Dutch defence and rolled the ball past, whom is about to be one of the best goalkeepers of this Dutch dynasty. Just 1 minute later, Simone could have spelled disaster for the underdogs Ajax here. AC Milan not keen to repeat the underwhelming nature of the 1993 Champions League final against Marseille. Simone gets closer this time to Edwin van der Sar, but the long legs find the ground quick enough to stop that becoming a real problem. I think Massaro may have ejected that ball out of the stadium. Ajax advance for the first time. Overmars swings in the cross to the Nigerian striker Finidi George. Ronald De Boer sees Overmars, has to come back on himself, and George is there in the centre. He's tapped it home, and it's game on. 11 minutes later, a reply in a purple envelope to the reigning champions Milan. Marc Overmars, no need to overreact or panic. It's a simple pass on the plate to Finidi George. Well, Boban sets himself up, and it's comfortably caught by Van der Sar. Marcel Desailly sets himself up for a cross. He's seeking out Simone at the far post. Albertini dispossesses the Dutchman Overmars, and Donadoni was too gentle. Gonna need some speed to really test the reflexes of Edwin van der Sar. And Massaro point blank at the goalkeeper. Milan could have been 3, even 4 goals up by now. Reiser squeezes in a cross. Overmars is read at the far post. Here is the young troublemaker, Edgar Davids. Takes a deflection that is captured by Costa Curta and cleared away to safety. It hits Baresi square on the face. Donadoni escapes Frank de Boer. Sends in another cross that Massaro can't control. Thrilling first half comes to a close here in Vienna. If you blinked, you missed the fast start from the champions. And if you tuned in on time, you caught the reply from the challengers. Second 45 minutes of the third Champions League final. Massaro test driving the other side of the pitch. Massaro again trying to catch Van der Sar out at the near post. Got the hands up before it can damage the face of the hobgoblin. Albertini cleverly knocks it down to Boban. Saved by Rodney Trotter. And the pit bull bulldozes into the area. Davids across. Stunning volley. Paolo Maldini buying his time. Has found Massaro, and the patience paid off. Daniele Massaro finally gets his goal that he's been yearning for. Edwin van der Sar seemed unbeatable ever since the second minute of the game. The champions back on course. Simone gives it back to Lentini in a favourable position, but Simone makes it all go to waste. Davids marching forward once again. He's been like a firework for Ajax. Constantly going off. And the cross lands at the head of Nuant Nukanu. And it's been fumbled in. It will go down as an own goal from Sebastiano Rossi. It's a tragedy. It's a goal unworthy of the class of AC Milan. More like Mulan. It's a goal with the class of a cow on ice. Look at this display from Seedorf. Super jinking dribble! Oh, it deserved more. Entering the business stage of the Champions League final, and Simone leaves a skid mark on the white crossbar. Good grief, what a goal that could have been. Van der Sar paralysed with fear and shame. Here is the 18-year-old Patrick Kluivert. What a turn. He's absolutely ruined Baresi, and he's ended the career of Sebastiano Rossi. Oh my gosh, get this man a sling for his balls. The biggest balls you'll ever see from the youngest goalscorer in the Champions League final history. His knees must be sore from the swinging of those two grapefruits between his legs. Magnificence. Lentini is the target. And it's wasted. 2 minutes to go. Could be the last roll of the dice. And it's a comfortable catch from Van der Sar. AC Milan have not done it, but Ajax have in their first Champions League final. In their first European Cup final since 1973. They're back in the big time. And they've done it with a future generation of superstars. Ajax have replicated Champions League history. They have defeated the champions in the most thrilling recreation so far. Thank you for watching as always. In the next episode, the Golden Generation will defend the Champions League against another Italian giant, Juventus, who will appear in the first of 3 Champions League finals in a row.